Hey everybody, Claudia from the Wee Garden Homestead here. I am taking a road trip today, so I just stopped at Wawa and gassed up, got myself a nice coffee for the road, and I'm going to one of my closest Joann's. Now, my closest one closed back, I want to say back in January, I think it was. And I did a pretty good shop there that I didn't share with you guys because I didn't do anything video wise at the store to make a video, but I did do a pretty good haul, and maybe I might still share it because I don't think I've gotten into it yet. I got about 23 yards of fabric that time for a little over $100, and I was pretty pleased with that. So I've been watching and I've been waiting for Joann's to start marking down a real markdown, and it looks like a lot of things are down to 70%. I've seen a lot of other people do some videos of their stores, and some of them are getting really cleaned out. Now, I'm in a small town kind of stuff. I'm not in as big a town, and I am going to the one in Sarasota, Florida today. So it's about an hour drive for me. Google Maps says an hour and 2 minutes. It is a busy afternoon, and there's a lot of traffic. Well, it's not afternoon. It's like 11 o'clock, but we're getting close to the rush hour, so by the time I'm in Sarasota, it will be rush hour. So I am hitting the road, and I will let you know. I'll be back when I get there. Okay, y'all, I made it. Whew. That was quite a drive. There was a lot of construction. There was a lot of construction in my little town, and then as I was coming into Sarasota, there was some construction. I'm not big on driving in traffic to start with, so yeah, add construction into that, and it's a little sketchy for me. But I made it. I'm here. I'm getting ready to go in. I didn't think to grab a mic, so if they have overhead music playing, I'm not sure how much video I'll be able to do with me talking, because if they're playing music, I'll have to drop the music out when I edit the video. But I'm getting ready to head in. Let's see what I find. Looks pretty busy. There's a lot of people parked out here, so we'll see. It's a pretty good sized shopping center though too, so maybe they're not all inside. We'll see. So here it is. I'm walking in. They do have a bunch of big stores closing. Sales, entire store 30 to 70% off, nothing held back. Store closing. We'll see what it looks like when I get inside. Okay, right off they've got some planners. Let's grab a cart. See what we can do here. This is one of the bigger stores in my area, so we'll see. A lot of stuff still right up front here. Baskets. Let's see what these are. 30% off. That's still not really in my price range. I do love these collapsible bins for $10. I like these for in the garden. These are great for harvesting in the garden. I might grab a couple of those. Oh, these are $9.99. These say $6.99. So, I see. It's going to be 30% off. Let's head over to the fabric, because that's really what we're here for. Well, it looks like they still have quite a bit left. Quilter Showcase Cotton, 50% off. 2-yard minimum. Fat quarters are 30% off. Yeah, looks like most of it is about 50% off. Christmas is 60% off. I'll look through that and see if there's anything I can use that sometimes the Christmas things you can use as blenders, and they're not necessarily for Christmas. Seasonal is 50% off. I might grab a couple of that because I've got sunflowers at home that I'd like to use, and I could use some more sunflowers. So, yeah. I'm digging this. Oh, they have so much left. This is awesome. They have so much left. Looks like all of these fabrics are 50% off. Here are the quilting fabrics. Solids 30% off. I'm glad there's no music playing. Oh, I love all this. I got some of this, or similar to this one, at my last Joann's. I'm looking for one similar to that, but with deer on it. I if I see it, I'm going to get a little bit more of it. Everything is 2-yard minimum, which is fine. Team Florida Gators are 50% off, but the other team are 40% off. I find that kind of funny since we're in Florida. You would think it would be the same. Keepsakes are 50% off. All right. Last Chance is 60% off. Yeah. So we'll get going here. I'm going to put my phone down and start looking and start picking some stuff out, and then I'll be back to show you what I got, and I'll probably walk through the rest of the store and see what we have. Okay, I have a cartload to be cut. I was just talking to a lady that was at the Venice store that lives in Venice, and she said they didn't have much left there. She said she was very surprised by what they had here. So I have a cartload. It's probably $150 worth of fabric or more. I'm debating on putting some of it back and coming back again in a week or so. I'm going to walk through the rest of the store and see what else is on sale. So fleece is 70% off. Right here. Right back here, they still have a lot of fleece. The lady I was talking to, she didn't work here, but she said she thought they were using this store as a warehouse clearance store, in which case they'll be getting more in. Luxe fleece is 60% off. Let's see, soft and minky is 50% off, and they still have a ton of it here. Blizzard fleece, 70% off. They still have a full row of that. Yeah, look at all this. I mean, this is both sides of the row here. Blizzard fleece. A ton of that left. Let's see. Wide flannel, 60% off. Flannel is all flannel, 60% off. There's still a lot of flannel. I don't like to quilt with flannel. Oh, Christmas pickles are cute. So much. What is this? Sherpa is 70% off. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's too warm down here to quilt with that. I guess if I didn't use batting, I could use that as a backing, but oh, they even have Juicy with the glitter on it. Eddie Bauer flannel, 60% off. 40% off some of this stuff. Metallic brocade, 70% off. Yeah, these are the metallics and the fancy stuff. Those are all the tools, 70% off. Platitudes, I'm not sure what this is. Oh, that's heavy. Eddie Bauer, those are 60% off. That's all for clothes. I don't make a whole lot of clothes, so yeah. Linen is 40% off. Oh, this eyelet is adorable. James Draper, I guess that's 40% off. Oh, these are handy. I could make a couple skirts or dresses out of these, but I probably wouldn't use it. All right, that's it for the clothing. Now we're into the outerwear. What are these? Ethnic? I'm not sure what these are. What are these? Oh, these are clearance. I'm going to look through these real quick. They've got price stickers on them. I would imagine that's the price that they are. Alright, we've got Craft Cotton is 30% off. I can usually buy that. Felt by the yard, 60% off. Happy Value fleece. It says $4, but then it says 50% off. Does that mean this is $2 a yard? Oh my. Again, I don't need any fleece, but $2 a yard, that's amazing. I don't like the feel of this one. It feels like it's squeaky. I don't know how to explain it. Outdoor fabrics, home decor fabrics, those are all about 70% off. And then we've got, I think the rest of this aisle, the back of this part of the store is probably empty. I've got some storage bins. Oh, we got boxes. Nothing else really that I need, sorry if this is a crappy video, I'm pushing the cart and it's pretty full. And I'm trying not to get anybody in my video. Oh, selling baskets for 30% off. Some of those are nice. Park my cart for just a minute. Okay. Let's see what the books are. Books are 50% off. I'm gonna glance through these real quick. Oh my goodness, y'all! I am back in the car. Oh, I got so carried away, but that's okay. That's okay, because you know it's an hour for me to get here and an hour for me to get home, so I had to make it worth it. So, all total, I got some fat quarters, and I don't know if these are in the count, but usually there's a count. Sold item count is 45.237. I don't know. My last one told me how many yards I got. But, and I got a quilting book, a block of the month quilting book. So I'll show that to you when I get home. It's 1:30 now. I know, I gotta get home. I spent $237. Don't tell Salty. Not that he won't know anyway, because he doesn't care, but he could see it if he watched the video. So yeah, I'm not sure how many yards I got. It had to be close to probably about 40. If the item count it was 45, I had, I think, 4 fat quarters and a book. So take those 5 off, 40 yards of fabric. I'm okay with that. I'll show you what I got. I'm not going to go over prices. All of them were about $5 or $5.50 a yard, which is a little more than I like to spend, but you know, it'll be fine. I'm taking the summer off. I have about 4 more weeks of work, and then I'll be off until mid-October. So I'll have plenty of time to use all this stuff. I did get some extra yardage for some backing. I did find some brown wide back for one of the quilts that I have laid out that I'm going to be working on for Christmas time. So yeah, while I'm here in Sarasota, I'm going to run to Aldi. The closest Aldi to my house is about 35 minutes away. So I'm going to stop at Aldi because it's right around the corner from where I am. And then I'm going to head home. Maybe I'll do another video real quick of my quick Aldi trip. I don't have a lot to get, but I am going to buzz in there. It's a pretty big Aldi store. I was pleasantly surprised here at Joann's because there was no wait at the cutting table. When I did my visit to the Port Charlotte store, there were about 25 people in line, and I was in line for cutting, just in line for cutting for well over an hour, probably closer to an hour and a half. So this one, I just walked right up. She finished up with the woman in front of me, and then she started cutting, and then another lady walked over and said, "I'm not busy, I'll cut too." And my cutting was done in no time. I spent more time wandering the store and looking around. I did stop videotaping, but things like buttons, what they had left, they didn't have really any thread left. Buttons, yarn, the craft supplies, things like what do you call them? The photo album stuff, the memory albums and that, the fabric dyes, the markers, they were all between 40 and 60% off. So everything in the store was an average of about 50% off. Maybe I'll come back in a couple weeks. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how my days are going. So that's it for me for now. I will, when I get home, pull out the fabric and show you what I got. And I think I'm going to do a quick video when I go to Aldi also. So thanks so much. Okay guys, no, this is actually my take 2 on this little blurb here. No video inside Aldi. It was way too busy. There was no way I was doing a video in there. There were too many people, and I did not want to walk around talking to myself, getting in people's way. I just grabbed some fresh fruits and a few other things, not a whole lot. I did not have a grocery bag with me, but I did have a cooler, so the cold stuff went in the cooler because we've got an hour drive home. And then I had like 5 things that didn't go in that I'll have to bring a bag out or carry them in one by one. But no Aldi video. So like I said, when I get home, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got at Joann's. Maybe I'll throw in what I got at Aldi, but really, you don't need it. Okay, y'all, here it is, the Joann's haul. So it's about a week later. I just now have gotten the time to actually get in here and do it. So I did get this Summer Moon Block of the Month quilting book. It says it's a 10-month program. I think there's 40 blocks in here. I don't know. It's a lot. So I got that. At some point I will start doing, it was $19.95. I didn't pay that though. Let's see what my receipt says. It was half off, so I paid $10 for it. So I will be getting started on that at some point. I'm going to use it with scraps. So each one of these is a pretty small block. So I figure I can use it with scraps, and each block will be different. So first up is this black. I actually bought this to go with a couple other things that are going to be in a quilt for one of my granddaughters. I took whatever was left on the bolt, and I don't remember how much it was. I don't know. There's my receipt. It's hard to make out what it is. But anyway, there was quite a bit of that, and I think I wanted 4 yards because I wanted to be able to use it as an accent and on the backing. So burgundy, sunflower red, checkers, marble blender black. It's 5.5 yards. So that's not bad. Got plenty of that. And I did get, because I emptied a couple bolts, I did get a couple of these to bring home too, to put some of this fabric on. So I also got, and most of these are 2 or just a little over 2. The 2 yard minimum kind of put me there. And if it was close to the end of the bolt, I just took the whole thing. So I got some more Jack Skellington fabric, and that will go with the Jack Skellington I already have that I will be making, that Jocelyn told me I needed to make her little sister a quilt out of. So she's going to get a Jack Skellington quilt. And then I felt I needed something bright to go with that. So I grabbed this red. And this is so pretty with the little dots on it. I thought that was so cute. And this was a bigger piece too. Red. Yeah, that was 4 yards of that one. So I did get from the fall stuff, I got these sunflowers and these sunflowers and this and this. Hoping you can see those okay. Those were all right at close to 2 yards. And then I also got this. I'm hoping I can put these, and then I've got some other sunflowers that I got a while ago. I'm hoping I can put all these together for a quilt for the young lady that I bought the black for. So those all were from the fall. I got this big chunk of brown. I know it's a solid brown. It's a 108 wide back. I got that one. I got 3.75 yards. That was all that was left on the bolt. It was 30% off, but I have a quilt that I will be making for one of my grandsons that I bought the wide back for. So, and that would kind of go with this too. But anyway, I'm hoping I can mix all these together with the boots. Then at the other Joann's, I got several fabrics. This was on the clearance, and this matched the other fabrics I got at the other Joann's. And I'll have to do I'll have to pull those out and do a video for you of those too. That Joann's had 60% off. Everything in the store was 60% off. And I want to say I got an additional sale on that. But this goes with those. I've got some different colored hearts and stuff. And then this is actually going to go with the quilt that this is going to go to. I've got some deer and some matching green and some other matching brown. So that's all going to go together. Then I found, oh my gosh, who doesn't love chickens in space? Look at this. How cute is that? So this was, whoops, I'm so sorry. I want to say this was 2 yards. Checkers, spider, cowboy boots, tree trunk camo, sunflower, swirls on gray. Oh, chickens in space, 2.5 yards. And then I needed something to go with that. I needed to be sure. So this was in the Halloween stuff, but I thought that orange went really well. And then this green I found also. It's kind of bluish green, teal, something. I thought that went pretty well also. Let me see if they've got the little, yeah, I think that's pretty good. That's a pretty close match. So chickens in space. I got this one just because I like it. Who doesn't like a gingham? This is crossways on the fabric. So I like that. I like to use stuff like that for bindings, and I may use that with the Jack Skellington. And then I got, the last thing was a couple of these gray fat quarters. At my other Joann haul, I got some gray fat quarters, and I grabbed a couple that I didn't think I had already, and I'm going to put all those gray fat quarters together in a quilt. I might throw in a couple of black and whites and some other grays that I have. I might use this in there too, just as a little accent. So that was my haul. That was my whole haul. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it, and I can't wait to get started. I think maybe the next quilt I might work on might be chickens in space. I think I have some gold colored fabric too that would go with this. So that's it for me today. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll try to get together a video of my other Joann's haul, the one from, I want to say it was January. That was a pretty big haul too. And I'll try to get that together. I don't have any footage of the store, but I definitely have the fabrics that I don't think I've used yet. So I could do that. Thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video.